If you're looking for edible plants that give you a lot of bang for your buck, I don't think you can look past herbs. And if you're looking for a beautiful perennial herb that gives all year round, I don't think you can go past sage. There are about 700 different varieties of sage, but I'm really here today just to talk about the culinary sage. Fresh herbs don't really last all that long in the fridge, and so if you've got a pot somewhere or a bit of space, a sunny corner, there is really nothing better than to fill that space with a herb. The foliage is the hero if you're into landscaping with edible plants. The foliage is this lovely purple and sage green combination, and it's just so hardy a plant. It combines nicely with fruit trees, rosemary, and you cook with it. It offers a lot. Sage is the most wonderful colour, and it's beautiful and holds that colour all year round. Colour of the sage leaves provide a great contrast and highlight for other plants. The flowers are colour purple and they're long-lasting and great for attracting insects. Sage is a low maintenance plant, but it does grow, as you can see, to be quite a big plant. Rosemary is a good companion. Cucumbers and onions are not companions for sage. Sage can tolerate full sun. It doesn't particularly require rich soil. It doesn't require much watering, perhaps in very dry areas once a week. And it can tolerate quite a bit of traffic, pets walking all over it. And indeed, yesterday I had a ladder and was walking all over this sage, and it's bounced back today with no issues. You can easily cut it back. It responds well to pruning, so it won't block the path like Nermal the cat. At certain times of the year, it might require some weeding, and at other times some cutting back. Well, it's the holiday season and I've got a little bit of tidying to do because I'm getting some visitors and I need wheelchair access. I've got no issues with cutting back the sage because I intend to do a lot of cooking with it over the next day or two. I'm going to do a major cutback on this side to clear the path. We've had so much rain here, it's like a jungle. A bit of sun protection is required. Quite warm. Still going on the sage here. And I'll use it all. I'm going to make sage chips and some dishes that can utilise all this. And now a recipe. Pick some sage leaves, about 20 to 30, 75 grams of flour, 150 ml of beer, a pinch of salt and pepper, some frying oil. Wash and pat dry the leaves, mix the ingredients together in a bowl, dip the leaves in and then fry in the oil. You can do several at once. If you wait until after your sage plant is flowered and let the seed head dry, you can collect your own seed and plant it, or you can buy some seed from your store. The best way to do it is to let the seed dry on the plant. It's a good idea not to shake the plant too hard because you might lose the seed, but if you gently grab the flower head and give it a squeeze, you should be able to feel the seed inside. There's none in that one. If the flower is not pollinated, it won't produce a seed. But you can feel the little seed in the flower head. Between your fingers you can feel it. It's quite a big seed. If you're careful with the flower, you can pull it apart and there's the little seed inside. Each flower produces one seed, and sage flowers on the second year's growth, so beware of pruning down too hard if you want flowers. You really need to have the seed bone dry. These are too green, and if the seed is green, discard it because it's not viable. Store your seeds in a paper bag and in a dry place and plant out in spring. The seeds can be raised in a punnet. Plant to the depth of 1 centimetre. In the autumn, you can propagate sage by hardwood cuttings. Like most cuttings, you need to cut off the majority of leaves. I actually prefer cuttings because you get a bit more instant gratification. You need to keep hold of these young leaves, and maybe this one. We'll take this leaf off. It's something to poke a hole into the soil, because if you put it straight in to the soil, you'll damage the root. And done. And now a recipe. Top and tail the beans, a little bit of salt. Some advice from somebody that watched the bean episode on my channel was to plunge the green beans into ice water to help keep their colour. On holidays, no worries, bring some from home. And now to crisp the sage leaves in butter. Make these quite crispy in the butter. Reheat the beans and then add the sage chips to the top. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for the subscriptions. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.